Hey everyone, this is our flow alarm, and I'm going to demonstrate its use today. So it consists of an electronics box here that plugs into a wall outlet and a shuttle switch. And I'm just going to demonstrate how that works. So basically the flow is going to push up, impinge on the shuttle switch, and it's going to cause it to move up and down. Actually, I'll just mark it, put a mark on it there so you can kind of follow it better. So let's get started in one of two modes. There's basically two ways you can use this. And the first one I'll demonstrate is a 24/7 alarm. And basically it needs to be, if the flow fails at any time, you'll get an alarm. Or if the power fails at any time, you'll get an alarm. So basically what we're going to do is simulate, that's a condition with flow. And by the way, this can be reversed. There's a instruction sheet here, and you can see that option D, you can reverse it from flow to no flow. So now I'm going to simulate a no flow condition. So there's an example when the shuttle valve is receiving flow, and then if we have all of a sudden no flow, then there's going to be a slight delay. It's going to wait for about 10 seconds to make sure it's not air bubbles or some irregularity. And then when there's definitely no flow, the box is going to produce an alarm. And there it is. And it can be silenced. It's very loud, so I'm just covering it up to save my ears, and we can silence it with the blue button. So now we're going to simulate a different condition, no power. So we're going to set the shuttle valve so that there is flow. And now we're just going to disconnect the power. And we'll also get the same alarm. By the way, this button will silence the buzzer you can permanently or for 30 minutes. And again, you can choose that on the instruction sheet using the yellow jumper. So now we're going to look at a different operating mode. That's 24/7. It will detect flow if there's no power or no flow. So basically, if anything goes wrong, you'll get an alarm. The second mode that it can operate in is for dosing pumps. So what it can do is wait to see if there's power present and only then produce an alarm. So we're going to take off the red jumper there. And that's mode A. Power fail alarm will now be disabled. So we're going to put it back together and do it all over again. All right, so I'm going to plug in the power. All right, so now we have it set up so that it'll detect pulsing flow, but not a power fail alarm. So here we'll give it a power failure, and there's going to be no alarm. And that's useful for dosing pump situations where the pump is provided with power at only certain times. So this will only respond if the dosing pump is powered by your control device, maybe specific gravity controller or something. Then it waits for 10 seconds for flow to become established. And in this case, the shuttle is high, so there is flow. And but if there's interruptions, say from a pulsing pump, you can see that, let's say this represents the pulsing of the stroke of the pump, and you can see that there's as long as it registers one pulse every 5 seconds or so, it's not going to alarm. But if it stays down and there's a no flow condition, then we'll get an alarm. And there's the So this shuttle valve requires a flow of 300 milliliters per minute approximately to push the shuttle valve up. And for dosing pumps, that's usually not a problem because they're pulsating flow and they'll be able to push it up. These are 3/4 inch ports, and they can be reduced with a bushing just by screwing it in like that. And so that is our flow alarm. Thanks for watching.